Hi guys, I'm Mark Rodriguez.
I'm Johnny Rodriguez.
Hi, I'm GirXDolly, but you can call me GXD. You might remember me as Ibuki from the Anime Vegas 2009 video, or as Harley from the Anime Vegas 2010 video.
And I am Rakiarmas, and you are watching the Video Game Masters.
There's a lot of new things going on with Tekken lately.
They just announced Tekken vs. Street Fighter and Tekken Tag 2.
So now we're going to do a Tekken marathon, starting off with Tekken 3 all the way to Tekken 6.
Today we will start the Tekken marathon with Tekken 3 on the PlayStation 1 and Tekken Tag Tournament on the PlayStation 2.
Round 1. Fight!
Tekken 3 is the last Tekken game for the PlayStation 1, sporting better graphics than the first two games, as well as faster and smoother gameplay.
The game's story involves Heihachi's army of troops, known as the Tekken Force, discovering a monster while on excavation in Mexico. No, not the Chupacabra, but Ogre, the god of fighting. He goes around attacking or killing several fighters from around the world, including past Tekken fighters. You know, like the original king. I will avenge you! Oh wait, that's what king is for.
The main character of Tekken 3 is Jin Kazama, the son of Jun Kazama and Kazuya Mishima. His mother was killed by the ogre, so Jin decides to go training with the Heihachi Mishima. After this, he enters the new King of Iron Fist tournament and tries to get his revenge of ogre killing his mother.
Due to the story, many characters from the first two games are gone, missing, or just plain dead, but many newcomers take their place. They are Jin Kazama, of course, Eddie Gordo, Ling Xiaoyu, Huarang, Mokujin, Julia Chang, Gunjack, Forrest Law, which is the son of Martial Law, Brian Fury, and Kuma's palette swap Panda.
The PS versions improved the graphics for the first two Tekken games, but Tekken 3 already pushed it to its limits. The characters were given more detail, but the 3D backgrounds were simplified compared to the arcade version.
The gameplay is like in past Tekkens with lots of familiar moves. You can still do the throws, tackles, dashing tackles, running flying kicks, running stomps and running slide kicks when the opponent is down.
The game now has faster jumps compared to the weird, floaty room jumps from Tekken 1 and 2. And you also have several sidesteps moves to make the actions and moves a lot more 3D and realistic. Ooh, nice.
After you defeat 8 fighters, you face Heihachi Mishima. After you take him down, you face Ogre, the god of fighting.
Round 2. Fight!
When you beat him in the first round, he draws power from Heihachi and turns into true Ogre. Take him down to win the game.
The home version did add a few more things besides the usual time attack and survival modes that most fighting games have, like the Tekken Force mode, which has the characters fight it out in a Double Dragon or Final Fight style game. The controls are kinda stiff because you still play like a fighting game, but you only get 1 life to pass all 4 sections. At the end, you fight a Tekken character as a boss. If you beat this mode 4 times, you can unlock Dr. Boskanovich as a home version exclusive playable character.
There's also volleyball mode. Yeah, the Tekken guys take a break from fighting to play volleyball, in which you can unlock Gon. And while talking about hidden characters, who can forget Eddie Swap Tiger Jackson? Oh yeah, Tiger is one bad mother.
Shut your mouth!
Hey, just talking about Tiger.
I can dig it.
So, what are our thoughts on Tekken 3? Well, I liked the game. It was pretty cool. It was actually the first Tekken game that actually got me into the series. I mean, back then when there was Tekken 1 and 2, it just didn't really bring my attention. I mean, I did admit it did play a bit faster and it had better graphics than Virtual Fighter, which is the only 3D competition back in the day, but I didn't really get into it. When Tekken 3 came out, it just seemed so much faster. It was just cool. It was awesome. I mean, I just saw it in the store and I decided to pick it up.
Yeah, because even I was telling you, hey, would you like to buy that game? Would you like to play that game? Because you've never played that type of game before.
Yeah, so the game's pretty cool. It's got a great mixture of characters, great hidden characters, great action, cool ending cinemas and all that stuff, the Tekken Force and the crazy volleyball. It's a great game. It's one of my favorite Tekken games.
This game contains a lot of characters, action, and even extra modes like Tekken Force and Volleyball mode. My complaint is that Tekken Force is very difficult and has no extra lives and continues, so that could have been a lot better. But Tekken 3 as the arcade game is totally kick-ass.
Well, I like Tekken 3 what comes to the fighting games. As you might have heard, the Tekken 3 has been told to be the best fighting game in the PlayStation console, so I kinda agreed with them.
Tekken 3 was honestly a good game, minus the fact that Kazuya was missing from this game, but nothing too bad. I remember playing the game over and over, again and again. I kept using Julia, the palette swap for Michelle, aka her mom, King, Paul, and Yoshimitsu. They made the moves a lot more realistic and added some dodges, and gave the players a fair advantage. You know, even fight. I just noticed, the more realistic their fighting got, the less realistic the final bosses got. I'm gonna go play Ogre for this.
And now, Tekken Tag Tournament for the PlayStation 2. Tekken Tag Tournament includes the characters from the Tekken 1 and 2, which didn't include it in the Tekken 3. It also has the new tag feature in it. Everybody fights in team of 2 and you can tag between fighters at any time. If one of the fighters is knocked out, they lose the round.
Tekken Tag didn't really have a story. So it's like a dream match Tekken game, which had all the characters from before, like Michelle, Paul, Lee, Kunimitsu, and Bruce, just to name a few. The only real new character is unknown, the final boss of the game, who was a dumb design, by the way. We can all blame Ogre for bringing monsters into Tekken.
Now that you mentioned Ogre, oh man, does he ever look lame in Tekken Tag? I guess he looked a lot better when he was covered by the shadows in Tekken 3. The final boss, Unknown, copies the character's moves, and unlike Mokujin, she can switch fighting styles at any random time instead of between rounds. The wolf spirit thing, or whatever that is, doesn't really do anything except block your view, so just ignore it. Her health bar recharges somewhat, and the fight with her is only one round, so you gotta go all out to take her down.
The Tekken characters have more fun again with the Tekken Ball mode. What Tekken Ball is that you are? Well, bowling with Tekken characters. You're throwing a bowling ball and try to knock out as many those, Heihachi statues as many as you can. Basic bowling rules are effect in this game, and this is an enjoyable mini game in the Tekken Tag Tournament.
So, what did we think of Tekken Tag Tournament? Well, it's a fun game and a great way to bring back old favorites regardless of the fact that they're supposed to be dead or not. It's cool seeing people like Kazuya and Michelle return with PS2's improved graphics, and the tag feature makes the gameplay different enough from Tekken 3. It's a perfect game to tide people over until Tekken 4 was finally made.
Tekken Tag is very similar to Tekken 3, but with improved graphics with the addition of its tag team features. It has most of the old favorites, and of course they added extra modes like bowling that makes it fun and funny at the same time.
The Tekken Tag Tournament is one of my favorite games in the Tekken series. The only gripe what I have to the Tekken Tag Tournament is that it doesn't have the Tekken Force mode in it. Anyway, great game.
Honestly, Tekken Tag is a game. I don't really like it. The swapping, I didn't like. I kept accidentally switching my characters mid-punch when I didn't want them to switch out. It was like a bad rendition of like the Marvel vs. Capcom games. It didn't work out for me, and I got really irritated by it. And, oh god, I didn't like it. I really didn't. The platform was weird for me. I mean, they did have the same kind of moveset that they did in Tekken 3, you know, and, like, old characters came back, like, ones from 2, like, June, for some strange reason. Speaking of June, okay, so this woman has been introduced in Tekken 2, and as a kid, I didn't like her. Like, seriously? She didn't catch my eye or impress me in the least bit. I mean, I didn't even remember her being on the Tekken 2 cover till I saw the cover a few days ago. So here we are with June again, in the non-canon Tekken game, Tekken Tag. Great. And let me tell you this now, I hate June. She's such a boring, pointless, unnecessary fighter character. She's okay as a plain character, like a background character. You know, for like, I don't know, the anime or like the intro or something. But not as a freaking fighting character. Her design is boring. Her concept is boring. The fact that she was pulled in just because Kazuya's experimenting on endangered animals, i.e. pandas, grizzlies, kangaroos, oh, and I don't know, dinosaurs. That little bit of story doesn't support it too much. Then again, I just listed half of the ridiculous characters in the Tekken series, but they were at least memorable characters, and at least 3 of them made it out into the most recent games. So take that, June. Honestly, whenever I look at her, I just get that vibe that the designers kind of just wanted to stray from the Anna and Nina kind of gal. But too bad Michelle came first, you useless woman, you. Oh well. The only good thing that came out of her was Jin, I guess. Except when he turned into the devil. With laser beams. Okay, I take that back. Nothing good came out of June.
Well, she is good for one thing. After all, she does have a sweet little ass in those tight black pants of hers. Mark! Not in front of our new female guests.
Don't say that around me. I lack an ass. You make me feel bad.
I think even Asuka Kasama has nicer ass than Jun has.
That's enough already! Let's wrap this up!
Jun Kasama! Why did you die?
What?
Because she was really, really disposable.
Okay, enough you two. Enough, guys.
It's okay. No one will miss her.
Okay, we get it! You hate June! Enough already!
Fine. Rude.
Well, I guess this wraps up today's episode of Video Game Masters, but stay tuned for our next episode where we talk about Tekken 4 and Tekken 5. And also, keep an eye out for Rakiarmas' Tekken Fight series in his own channel. Subscribe to Rakiarmas and check it out. And that's the end of today's episode. I'm Mark Rodriguez. I'm Johnny Rodriguez.
I'm GirXDolly. Bye.
And I'm Rakiarmas. Thank you for watching.
See you next time.